What's up, Nabil? We're writing a book, my dude. Got to set a deadline every day. Appreciate you, Nabil. Thanks for popping in. There you go. Join me on this productive morning. Every morning we do productive work. I used to do a study with me stream, and then I was like, nah, we're just going to do writing because that's what we're here to do. Oh, I love it. Designing a magazine. That's really cool. What's up? What's up? What's up, beer guy? What's up, Sir TV? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Greeny? Do I have bedhead right now? Oh my gosh, you're totally right. I do, don't I? Good morning, Greeny. How you doing, my dear? Last night was a wild stream, was it not? Good times, good times. Good times were had. I like it, Greeny. I was never expecting Plato's Republic to be the reading that hit so hard, but not gonna lie, it was a lot of fun creating all those characters, and I was adding a lot of bits in there, but that was just to keep things more flavorful. Appreciate you, Haya. Hope you're doing well, dude. I don't know if you were here for the stream last night, but it was absolutely insane. It was reading Plato with different voices going back and forth, and then occasionally telling Sophocles to get back in the garage. He's slowly rising before the alarm. Hey, appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and go through and clip it to make it a proper video, just because we read through all of chapter 1 of Players Republic, so I wanna, or book 1, so I wanna make that a series because it'd be absolutely ridiculous to make that my version of a book on tape. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't planning on reading out loud, but it was actually pretty fun. Those nighttime streams just pop off, dude. I don't know what it is. getting there, Haya. Yeah, man. I have to do. That's the thing is like I was convinced I was killing my channel by doing these lives like I've been doing because you know I don't really want to be an ASMR channel. I'm figuring out. That's why I'm just like what, morning writing session. That's all this is. But it's less interactive than some because I do try and just get a lot of writing done. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been great. It's forced me like I did so much more reading than I've done in a long time just last night. So that's why I'm just gonna keep forcing myself to do the things that I know I need to get done. Not worry about things that I think people like to see but don't, you know, bring me joy, if you know what I mean. Like as much as I would love to play some video games, and I know some people are eagerly awaiting, I just don't really feel like it right now. You know, I got other time is precious, and I got things I gotta do. You know, I've got big dreams that I'm chasing. Nothing against video games, don't get me wrong, but that's where I'm at in life. And what I like about this morning writing thing is that I normally have insomnia and can't bring myself to sleep and just waste away with distraction. But now I'm forcing myself to get up early enough such that I can leave enough time for writing first thing in the morning. And to me, that's something sacred. So I'm taking it very seriously because I never get up early in the morning. Last night I almost took the night off with streaming because I was like, man, the past few days I've only gotten like a half hour of watch hours, but it ended up being one of my more successful streams. So, oh yeah, and that was the other thing. I've been watching my subscriber count. Like I just kept losing. Like I lost like 5 subscribers yesterday, but then I gained 7 from the writing stream, so it brought it back up higher than I was before. But it's like, you know, that always tells me, all right, I'm not delivering what people want, but also, what can you do? I'm only human. End of the day, dude, you have to keep yourself. I appreciate these streams because it makes me feel more creative. Streams seem to cause me to think and inspire me to work on myself. Hell yeah, brother. That's what I love to hear. That's the goal. I'm just including you guys on the journey. Really, I should just be turning off all chatter and focusing. But I feel like streaming this stuff to, you know, get other people involved. Get other people involved in the journey. Because we are going to write a book. We're going to write several books. That's the goal here. Exactly, Haya. Yeah, it definitely wears away. Like yesterday, like I said, I wasn't even gonna stream because I was feeling kind of down. But then I thought, screw it. And I just ended up getting kind of loosey goosey. I got on stream and started reading Plato's Republic like a madman. Ended up being one of my biggest streams ever. So you never know. Or I'll be right back. I'm gonna make some coffee. And we're back with coffee and with smoothie. Ugh. So I streamed last night. Just goes to show you can never be quite sure what people connect with. Yeah, exactly. It was like I've been doing these. Like someone mentioned, oh ASMR. I think it was like Jaden or someone mentioned, oh this is ASMR, and something. So I was like, oh let me start doing ASMR, um, and a couple times it worked, and then it just started tanking. I just wasn't getting any views. I got like a half hour watch time, which is what I really need right now is the watch time. Uh, What's up, Shysta? Oh, I missed something Greeny said. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so usually these morning streams I'll probably be talking less like than I am even right now, but you guys are here so I want to talk with you. But yeah, so basically how I'm setting it up is wake up, grind, we get the work done. But as Greeny knows, and hi, I'm sure you know too, this is creative work, so you kind of have to tap into that world. So having the chat in front of me is somewhat distracting. Not anything against you guys. So I love that you're here and I love that you're chatting. So that sounds like a negative right there. That's not what I mean whatsoever. Isn't that right, Pikachu? That's right. Just meaning like yesterday, I just like wasn't responding to anyone's chat, and people are getting so angry in the chat. They're like, "Answer me! I know I'm here. All right, I tried. Fuck you," and that kind of stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm writing. Can't you see I'm writing? So this particular stream is more about focus and getting stuff done. You know what I mean? But Roberto's always there, and we love Roberto. Isn't that right, Roberto? So what you'll see is me doing this a lot of times, just closing my eyes and typing, because that's usually how I like to type, because then I can actually see what I'm trying to type. Let's see. To be or not to be? That is the question. Totally understand that. I can't even play a game while streaming. I tried it like twice, had people in the chat, and I got distracted. I can't imagine stream while creating. Yeah, well, you just need to keep like tapping in. So again, that's why for me, you'll see me with my eyes closed while I chat, because it's a way to kind of. Eventually, I'll probably just have the chat off. But again, you kind of need it on while you're streaming, because again, people, I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate every chat because it only helps me out. Every time people sit there and send messages in the chat, it only helps the YouTube's algorithms. You know what I mean? So, and it's a big part of it. Coffee break. Cheers. Right. Right. Exactly, Greenie. Don't stop writing. What up? How you doing? How you doing, Unit Creation? Welcome in, Obi-Wan. You use that blaster, brother. Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh, this is awesome, dude. I love this. Let's see, what's our writing count for today? 2,174. Yep, 2,174 words. We've been just churning this stuff out, you guys. Again, as my dad put it, he said word count is a bullshit measure. But again, he likes to reach for the negative, so I don't really let that phase me. Thing is, this is part of my process, so I'm going after a somewhat high word count goal, but I'm also proving that I can achieve it. So might as well if you can. My main thing is I just have to keep typing. So while I admit it's not all quality, out of those, let's say 2,000 words, maybe we get 500 words that are usable and solid. Or like in this case, you get like little gems along the way. And that's really what I'm after. So the magic is going to occur in the editing process, which again I'm going to have to find time to do because I've been somewhat neglecting. I'm more addicted to the creative process than the editing process. So we'll figure that out. But again, I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm not signing off yet. I'm just kind of reflecting now because I just hit the goal here, and I like that was Ernest Hemingway's method. Is that he would write and he would remember what he My heart is filled with regret and shame. Why is that, Synth Wizard? My heart is filled with great love and appreciation for you. How about that? Love you, Synth. You the man, Synth. Hope you're doing well, my guy. For real, Synth. You're part of the family, dude. Whether you like it or not, you have joined my little family I've got going here. So, we care about you, my dude. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Ego? Appreciate you, dude. Has send 100 pounds. What's that? What's that last symbol? That's not pounds. I don't know what that symbol is. Greenie, I hope you're feeling better. By the way, how's the physical therapy going? Ugh. What's up, Reza? I am writing a book since I don't know when it'll be published, but I've been working on this story for over 17 years. And last night I had the breakthrough, or not last night, but maybe it was a couple days ago. I just realized if I'm going to write a book, this might be the one I have to start with because it's been lingering in my head. What's up, Jaden? How you doing? But as he put it, because I'm addicted to keeping writing journals. He said a writer's journal is a great way to immortalize bad ideas, which I don't necessarily agree with. But what he did say, and I appreciate, is he talks about creativity and ideas similar to how the Beatles talk about it. They talked about they didn't really like write down their ideas. They did it more. The reason I'm wearing a hat is look at my hair. You see my hair? You see my hair? Also, what's wrong with keeping your ears warm? I picked up this tip from someone that said, because I usually like to wear all cozy. Like, this is how I start the stream. Isn't this thing? But I immediately just feel like 10% sleepier if I'm wearing this. All cozy and covered up. So if we're going to work, we got to be a little uncomfortable. So I like working with my shirt off. Or a little cold. Because then it kind of keeps me locked in. Bow, bow, bow. You gotta stay warm. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, some people get really hung up on the hat. I don't even know why. But it just, I don't know, changes your state of being. So I picked that trick up actually from one of the viewers. She gave me the idea of the study streams because she was making all these study videos. And I was like, maybe I should try that. It's an ever evolving process, as you guys can see. Got my smoothie here too. It's very hot in France. It's a heat wave. Yeah, Jaden, you definitely do. You most definitely do, my dude. All right. Have a good one, Jaden. Is that where you're living right now, Reza? Is in Iran? Reza, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You're going to knock that exam out of the park. In fact, if you want to show up with me every single morning, well, I guess this time, I'm going to try and do it earlier and earlier. That's the goal, is keep waking up earlier and earlier. But if you want to show up, we can work out together. Study together. I said work out because I was stretching and flexing. But you will knock out that exam and you're going to do all the things with the stuff and achieve your dreams. How about that? Uncle Billy says so. I have work here in about an hour, so I can't stream. I really have to sign off within 50 minutes. So, but I'll be streaming every morning. That's the goal here. So, um, lately what we're doing is how I want to construct my daily streams is essentially these are I'm utilizing YouTube as a tool for productivity in my own life. And in the hopes that maybe I inspire others to do the same, because as soon as I turn off the stream, as soon as I turn off this live, 100% guarantee I am almost always just on my phone watching some bullshit YouTube. It's like how I correct it is by I've been not really watching, but I've been playing, like they have like lecture series, they have college classes. I've been listening to this one college course on writing. I've been listening to a lot of Stephen King interviews on writing and stuff. But if I'm being honest, I'll just watch live streamers. I'll just watch other live streamers, and it helps me understand what live streaming is supposed to be. Um, but also, I got to be honest, I'm not necessarily happy with where it's going. So I'm kind of forging my own path here, which is we're creating a community of like-minded folks. So I'll probably be back on later this afternoon. I have a lot of things going on this weekend, so that's why that's why I made sure to get up extra early today. Um, so I can't give you an exact time because I have a few engagements today. I've got work here in an hour, then I have like a work lunch after, which is gonna be awesome, free lunch. Then I've got to meet up with with my buddy. We're gonna do a little. This is for we have an event tomorrow, so we got to exchange some gear. He's either dropping off gear, I'm giving him gear, and then I think he wanted to go grab dinner later, so I'm gonna have to go do that. So I'm not gonna be streaming any of those things. So I'll probably be back after the dinner, but I don't even know if I'm necessarily going to either because I have to make sure I got it. Well, I'm sure I will, but it probably won't be too long because I have to get up early tomorrow for the event, and the event's going to be like 16 hours of work. So I've got to make sure I get a good night's sleep, and I got to prepare everything beforehand. So I got to prepare the food, I got to prepare my clothes, make sure everything's just kind of dot your I's and cross your T's, so to speak. Um, but as soon as that's event's over, I might even stream a little from the event, but I don't really know if I'm going to. So, again, that's why. But I'll definitely wake up. I'll definitely wake up beforehand to do a little morning writing. So whatever time I need to wake up, I'll wake up at least a half hour, maybe even an hour beforehand, just so I can hop on here and just immediately start writing. So that's the goal. Here I am going to have dinner. I'll be back after. Love this stream. Appreciate you, Reza. Hope to see you soon, dude. Good luck with the study and good luck with that test. Appreciate you guys. So, yeah, anyways. Mind, body, spirit. Mind, body, spirit. I love this waking up writing. I do want to do some waking up and practicing some piano. So, what I might end up doing is set up my piano in this room because I'm the type that it's like I need things within reach or I don't do it. You know what I mean? So my piano's in another room, and that alone has been keeping me from practicing as much as I probably should. You know, so um, I like having all this open space here, which is really nice because I can work out. So I don't really want to lose that. But if I could get my piano set up, it'd be pretty dope. The hell does that mean, Ardian? Are you bald? Open it up. What the hell does he want me to open up? See what you've done? You've pissed off Pikachu. He's alive now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what have we done? Uh-oh. It's like a freaking Furby, man. Are you a bad fish too? Ain't got no money to spend. I hope the night will never end. Lord knows I need want somebody in his memory. Artie, why don't you go outside? Why are you just in here telling me what to do? What do you think this is? Do you think I'm your dancing monkey? Hoo-tah! In the way of strategy, one's state of mind need not be distinct from the ordinary one. In daily life, as well as in strategy, it is necessary to have an ample and broad mind and to carefully keep it very straight. Not too tight, not all too loose. In order not to have your mind too much off to one side, it is necessary to place it in the center and move it calmly so that it does not cease to move even in a moments of change. All that it has to be examined well. Yesterday I was shooting hoops, and every shot I would take, I was trying to come up with some mantra to help improve my shots. So I'd shoot, I would say good, you know. And what I found is every time I would say that, "What's up, Monrosa? How you doing?" Every time I would say good and shoot, I'd actually miss, which I found surprising. But then I realized that I perform best, especially in basketball, when there's zero expectations and it's just pure empty thought and you just put the ball in the hoop, you know? Whereas if you're thinking, I gotta make this, you almost every time are gonna miss the shot. It's just weird how it works that way. So then what I did is rather than saying a word while I shot, all I did was breathe. So I would shoot, I go, shh, just breathe. Quick little exhale. Suddenly I was swishing every shot. So there's something about that empty state of mind that's very powerful. Isn't that right, Pikachu? That's right. Uh-oh. You guys woke him up again. He's asleep. Very good. Lord knows that I'm weak. Won't somebody get me off of this reef? All right. Appreciate you, Haya. You're the man, dude. What's up, Rajul? Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Brother, we got let's check the word count one more time. Again, I'll be the first to admit, word count doesn't mean anything. What matters is quality, but that's not my process. My process is throw paint at the wall and see what sticks. Boom. 2,343. That's just from today, dude. So now I'm just doing a little regrouping here. So right, exactly. Yeah, too many times I hear writers talk about it. And I get it too. Like even right now I'm kind of just pausing, but I already wrote enough today that I don't really feel too bad about it. But that was the old Ernest Hemingway method, is that he would he'd say a lot of these guys, it's just a discipline, they show up, they post up, they get to work. That's all it really is. So you don't really get hung up on the like what am I going to create or anything. You just try and enter that world, whatever that process is, you know. And so, but what he mentioned that I liked is that he would write and he would stop at a point where he knew where the story was going to go next. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm excited to keep writing. And so that's a really good place to be as a writer, you know. So and that's why this whole process has been becoming addictive for me, is that I I'm excited to wake up the next morning, and I want to go to bed early enough that I can be rested enough for the next morning writing stream. But also, it doesn't even really matter how rested I am, because I'm going to wake up regardless, because that's the plan we've set into motion here. And so for me, that's invaluable, because suddenly I have this discipline that I didn't really have before. So, yeah. And then like last night, just getting on here and reading, like, I feel like even just with the reading that I did last night, it kind of inspired some of the writing I was doing today, which is, you know, the good old Greek myths. So I'm stealing some ideas from here. I was not expecting the Plato's Republic to pop off as much as it did, so I kind of want to do like evening Plato's Republic streams, which is hilarious. But if we were to get on here and just read, again, me just sitting here reading to myself, it's like, yeah, whatever, cool, bro. It's just something that I need to do. But getting on here and reading aloud to you guys, one, most of the time people just want to hear me talk, and I get annoyed by the fact that it's like I don't have that much to say, and then I'm just most of the time just interacting with trolls. I love you guys, but you know what I mean. That's what happens a lot of times in the evening stream. So if I just get on here and I just read some, if we just go through and we start reading the classics, like that's without a doubt a benefit. You know, people tune in and they go, "Is he reading Plato?" You know what I mean? Like, and then when will they have heard? Some people have already read it, and then for some people, they're definitely not going to experience it the way that I'm delivering it because I'm doing it in a very ridiculous manner. Um, which is also funny to be reading Plato as a comedy. Yeah, read long stream is a great idea. Exactly too, and I was actually surprised at how successful it was. Like I haven't really read aloud in forever. I usually just kind of speed read to myself. So reading aloud is actually this kind of fun thing in itself, and it made me use this voice I don't normally use. I was creating characters for each person. So I was reading a bunch of different things to kind of figure out, okay, what's interesting. What do I want to read, and then also what's interesting for the folks. So what I found is um, the Greek mythology, Plato's Republic, so philosophy. So you're hitting without a doubt. These are classics, you know. Let me go ahead and put this away, guys. Even by myself helps me absorb the information a lot better. Yeah, I mean, I woke up today and I feel like a lot of times when I speed read to myself, you're almost like you're almost kind of racing to see how fast you can go through it. Whereas reading it out loud last night, it actually kind of really put me into the scene, and yeah, and I do seem to remember a good amount of it, which is somewhat surprising to me. You know, why is this out of whack? What is going on? Let me look that up. Are there known benefits of reading out loud? Huh. Reading out loud is a powerful cognitive, emotional, and social tool that benefits individuals of all ages. It serves as a dual sensory workout that significantly reinforces memory, communication skills, and mental well being. The production effect. Speaking words aloud makes them distinct to your brain, creating stronger memory pathways than reading silently. A study by the University of Waterloo confirmed that the dual action of speaking and hearing yourself dramatically improves text retention. Elaborative rehearsal. Processing text verbally moves information effectively from short term to long term memory. Heightened concentration. Verbalizing text prevents your mind from zoning out, making it an excellent strategy to process complex materials. Delayed cognitive decline. Engaging regularly in verbal reading activities helps protect brain plasticity and slows cognitive deterioration in older adults. Vocabulary acquisition. Reading aloud forces you to actively pronounce and pace unfamiliar words instead of skimming over them. Expand your conversational vocabulary. Improved articulation and fluency. It helps train the mouth muscles and breath control, allowing you to practice enunciation, speech rhythm, and vocal projection in a safe environment. Better editing skills. Authors and students frequently use oral proofreading. Hearing your own writing helps you quickly detect clunky transitions, grammatical errors, and missing words. Stress reduction. Rhythmic diction and focused reading trigger a sense of calm which lowers blood pressure and minimizes levels of anxiety. Strengthen emotional intimacy. Shared reading experiences, whether reading to children, partners, or friends, act as an emotional bond that reduces isolation and fosters group cohesion. Enhanced empathy. Navigating different vocal tones, pitches, and character expressions boosts emotional intelligence and deepens your connection to the story. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So I honestly don't remember the last time I've read out loud. You know, you're kind of forced to do it as a kid in school. You know, and I do a lot of presentation when I teach, so that's already a thing. So I was a bit surprised at how well it all seemed to go. You know, but yeah, I guess we're gonna keep doing that. So here's basically what we're synthesizing our streams down to at the moment is we have, let's see, morning writing stream, what I'd like to follow up with is sight reading on the piano. So get that going, because again, that's one of those things that's not really fun, but it's important. So that's a very valuable. So that's going to be music practice. Another one is learning songs by ear. Typically, I do that on guitar, but that could be on bass, guitar, piano, whatever instrument I have. Um, Most importantly, though, is voice. So we have that. We have the workout streams. Which are very important. And then lastly, we have these reading streams. So I think we kind of have the bread of the sandwich right now, which is we wake up, we write, we get work done. In the evening before bed, we do some reading. You know, it doesn't have to be a long thing, but I think this reading out loud is something worth exploring. So maybe I do that. Because the other thing is that, I don't always want to work out, nor is it always beneficial. And if I'm being honest, my workout streams, as much as I love them and as successful as they are, I'm not really working out. When I work out, no one really gives a shit. People tune out real quick. What people want to see is me in front of the camera talking to it like this. That's when people are actually engaged. And that's not working out. That's just me in a position to where it's the confusion of why is this guy standing outside right now? It's like, well, because I was working out. So reality is that I belong to a gym and I'm not really comfortable streaming at the gym, nor should I, because I don't want to be a guy just walking around with his phone streaming. One, it exposes my location. Two, it's I don't think they want you doing that at the gym, and other people don't want to be on camera. You know what I mean? It just opens up this whole can of worms. So, kind of what I'm thinking now is that getting up, writing, um, doing the piano and the music next is kind of like the next on board for the stream. Um, but really, I should just go and work out on my own. You know what I mean? So it's like I should really just be hitting the gym and doing the hard workouts that I need to do. And then the workout streams that we can do together are more like recovery, shadow boxing. It ends up just being like a light workout anyway, because I use the equipment that I have here. But doing these streams, getting the work done, I actually am more excited to get out of the house, go hit the gym, go wander around, you know what I mean? Go draw in some inspiration. So the gym then serves the purpose that it's supposed to, which is kind of like a place to kind of clear your mind, work your body, do the things with the stuff. You know, so we'll still do the workout streams because obviously the numbers don't lie. But again, I was kind of blown away at how successful that reading stream was. So anyways, thank you for listening to this. So thanks for read out loud is so helpful. Hell yeah, Reza. Appreciate you, Haya. Do I like heavy music? Sure, Bertrand. Why not? It's great. It's awesome, dude. Many streamers sacrifice who and what they are, satisfy an algorithm of viewers, but these are all about self-reflection, improving yourself, inspires others as well. Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, it's like my streams almost it's almost paradoxical in what my goals are, which is obviously, obviously it's, we're trying to get the watch hours, we're trying to do this. But at the end of the day, it's like, the more I learn about YouTube, what I'm learning about YouTube is it's a self-created prison. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here, I could be outside right now. You know what I mean? It's so close. Look, my hand's outside. My hand's outside. Woo, 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 woo. But I can't show it to you guys. You have to keep the camera right here. So I've essentially created a mini little jail cell. You know, it's like I'm just standing here doing this, and I can't tell you how many hours, years of my life I've spent right here, just in the hopes that this will take off. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it was me just being depressed for many years of my life. And I still struggle with that on occasion, but it is most certainly improved with time. You know? So yeah, so if I could offer anything, I wanna do, I'm still figuring out what this whole YouTube thing offers. What does it offer others? But what I realize is that it's what works. Again, I've said this many times. What works is the spectacle. People, and that's where I met you, Haya. It's like what works is people go, "What the hell's going on here?" And that's kind of almost what the reading out loud thing is going. You know, my main goal in life is just to get better, to improve. I realize it's like I only have so many, so many hours, so many days left on this earth. I don't know when I'm gonna go. No, none of us do. So I have to do everything in my power to try and achieve those goals while I still have not only the time but the energy. Because it's like my goals have been the same for really long time, if I'm being honest. So but my energy levels aren't always the same thing. Like in recent months I was dealing with some pretty severe back pain, and I realized that it's like it limited my guitar playing because and my piano playing too. It was like I only had so many hours of the day to actually, get things done before the pain kind of took over. So I was actually dealing with just physical pain that was becoming limited. And that's not like that's really going to get better. So it's on me to do whatever I can to help mitigate that, slow that process. So, but yeah, anyways, going back to what you said, it's like a lot of live streamers, hey, I'm a Fortnite streamer. I stream Pokemon Unite. I stream this. And don't get me wrong, we get a lot of people who just want me to stream Pokemon Unite, just want me to stream Pokemon. They're waiting for me to do the streams that they showed up for. I think Andrew's probably one. All Andrew ever does now is he pops in, he goes, I'm gonna go buy. And it's like, well, all right, cool, man. You sent 2 messages, so at the end of the day, you're helping the algorithm, so appreciate you. Um, but yeah, it's like, a lot of people we don't even see anymore because they just, want me to stream Pokemon Unite. But, you know, I can only do video games so much before I start to just kind of lose myself. But reading classic books, writing, you know, obviously exercise, improving on the instruments that I want to get better at, that's something I need to force myself to do anyways every day. So it's then selfishly utilizing these live streams to benefit my own life, and like you said, hopefully inspire others to do the same. So whether or not that tanks my channel, time will tell. But as my dad put it yesterday, he was like, "How many times have you tanked your channel before?" And I was like, "You're right, many times before. I've quit YouTube many times already, and I'm back here, and we're still in the algorithm. We're still doing the thing. So, it's he was just like, just accept that this is part of your process. So, and that was another thing I heard Stephen King say. He was just like, they're like, oh, do you think about, our readers gonna think about this or that? It's like he's like, if you worry about what the audience likes, they're gonna end up hating whatever you do anyway. So you have to do stuff for yourself. And if people end up liking it, that's awesome. But that can't be the reason why you do it, which is the paradox too. So you know what I mean? Because you become kind of the slave to your audience, and that's for musicians. That's really for any creative, because again, you have to survive. It's tough to survive out there. So that's really a big advocate that I just always want to go for is, one, you're beautiful, you're perfect in your own way. So get up, and your dreams were given to you for a reason. So protect them like the glorious gem that it is. you know and that's it. The other factor is you have to put in the work. It's like growing a tree. You got to plant the seed, you got to water it every single day, and it might take years before there's some fruit that you can benefit from, or even the shade that you could protect you from the heat. But at the end of the day, you'll know that you're the one who planted that tree. In my opinion, you've accomplished a lot. There's nothing wrong with chasing more goals, but don't take away what you've been able to accomplish. You've helped a lot of people in your way. Yeah, but no. Uh, sure, Reza. There's always a counter argument to everything. I honestly don't even know what you're referring to. So it might be different for your life, but all I can say is try again. See, that's the other truth. You never know how it's going to be. So all you can do is show up, be hopeful, get the work done, be prepared for any shit that comes your way. Amen, right? I'm waiting for Reza's counter argument. What's your counter argument? All you said is yeah, but no. So hit me with what you mean. What's your counter to chasing one's dreams and protecting it? Are you trying to get the girls? You're not getting the girls. Sure, buddy. It's not always about how much you try, it's about how efficient you work. Amen to that. Efficiency is king. But as we stated before, everyone's got a different process too. So sometimes you have to figure out that efficiency and process through trial and error. So over time, you'll figure out your own process. So some people are given the gift of guides who can show them great efficiency, and that's why it's important to study. That's why it's important to study those who came before you who also attempted the same things you did, so you can see the same pitfalls. You know? But at the end of the day, Anyone who claims to know, guess what? They don't know shit. Talent is important, don't get me wrong, but talent is a gift, and not everyone utilizes it. So, I'm more of an advocate of getting up and grinding versus some God-given talent that you may have been born with and can utilize at your disposal. So if that's the case, good for you. Go do that thing you're talented at, you know. But the rest of us have to put in the work. And also temper your expectations. You know what I mean? There's only one Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? There's only a handful of these greats. So you just figure out what you want to do and go do it, and don't compare yourself to others. I bet you are. But you also seem kind of like an asshole, I'm not going to lie, so I really don't give a fuck what you do. Hard work will often beat natural talent. Amen, Haya. He gets it. Don't study for math. I get great grades. When it's history exam, though, I need to study a lot and maybe get bad grade. Exactly, Reza. I was that way with science. You know what I mean? I love science. One of my favorite subjects is physics, and but yeah, I just always I freaking just was chemistry, biology. Despite me loving those subjects, they were always very difficult for me. Even writing, even English. You know, English is something that what I learned with English is a lot of it is kind of bullshit. A lot of it is like based on, at least my experience was, it's kind of based on the teacher that you have. You know, what do they want? What's up, Fun Congress? I love your name. Also, people will mistake hard work with natural talent. Michael Jordan got kicked off his college basketball team because he lacked skill. Exactly. Amen, Reza. What is physics? There you go. Something worth exploring. You know, sometimes the things you want to do, you know, you might not even be that great at it, you know? Like, I always learned that in sports. I've been playing sports since I was pretty much as soon as I could walk. You know, my mom put me in every sport available. I like how you just completely switched. You came in here kind of hot, and now you're flipping it and being positive. So I'll give you that, and I'll say appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You're awesome. Amen, Reza. Hard work. Hard work. Exactly. So once you get the fusion of hard work and talent, that's where, you know, sky's the limit for you. You know, but again, a lot of times with natural talent, if things come too easy for an individual, you know, a lot of times they aren't willing to do the work. What's up, Tamara? Go for it. Let's go, BMW. Where you at? I would love that. Please present yourself. Where you at? Where you at, BMW? Bro, you can fight with me. I will literally destroy you. Let's go. Let's go. I could use a good scrap. I'll be your Huckleberry. But I always like the stuff I'm telling. Well, good for you. That's good. Sounds like you got a lot going for you. Come on, BMW. Let's hear it. Where you at, BMW? Bro, you don't even have any video. I can't even comment on your shit. BMW, get back here. I want to smash some fucking face. Let's go. I'm looking for a worthy opponent. Yeah, I don't know if you're a worthy opponent, so let's fucking go. Post a video so I can comment on it. We can meet up. Fucking smash you right in the face. I just want to be the best person in everything, and I don't like that. Well, it sounds like you hold yourself to a very high standard. None of your fucking business. How about you post your location? Let's fucking go, BMW. You little bitch. Never met Carlos, the natural born killer Arlovsky. There you go. He gets it. He gets it. Fuck you, Carlos. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Come on, BMW. Bam, bam, bam. Fucking destroy you. Smash your fucking face. Bow. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. BMW's a little bitch. Bruh, you don't come in here and joke about that shit. Do you know how fucking ready I am? Let's fucking go. I don't give a shit. You're gonna get fucking tossed in a river, you little bitch. Get the fuck out of here. This was not meant for you. Get the fuck out, BMW. Go fucking find your parents. Why are you on the internet talking to someone here? So get the fuck out of here. Come in here running your fucking mouth. Who the fuck? Where are your parents? They failed you. Careful what you ask for. You just might get it. I read 80. It's an old man. Yeah, man. I mean, see, that's the thing. I can't tell you how many people come in here and try and challenge me to a fight. Like, I'm not going to be excited. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Shiny. Psych. Like, brother, people, they don't understand. They take your kindness for weakness. And that is the last thing you want to do. It's like, don't threaten me with a good time, my man. Take you into deep waters and drown your ass. Psycat! Love Psycat. Shout out Psycat. Psycat's the best. Psycat's the best. Bah, bah, bah. What's up? What's up? It's Meshura to Meshira. Appreciate you. I am very rich. Good for you. You want to share some of that wealth? Right? See, Psycat gets it. Hey, yo. Share the wealth. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit, anytime people come in here and start running their mouth like that, I get a little too eager to go. But again, I'm just looking for a reason to burn off some steam. I'm poor if it means free money. Exactly. Psycat gets it. Come on now. Share the love. Share the love. We try and be nice. We try and share good vibes. But you want to send it this way, we're going to send it right back at you. Someone pushes you, push them back 10 times harder so they know never to fuck with you again. I can give you a lot of money, but on one kid... Uh-oh. We all know where this is going. Hold on, guys. All right, I already know. Assume the twerking position. I'm gonna start getting ready for work here. It's none of your fucking business. Get the fuck out of here. I already told you we don't have kids in here, so get the fuck out, you little bitch. I am brother of Khabib. He will literally destroy you all. Good for you. Shout out to Khabib. But don't you fucking put his name in your dirty ass mouth. Khabib's the man. And I already know you're not related to him because anyone related to Khabib would not be conducting themselves in such a manner. And if you did, well, you bring shame to the great Abdul Manap. So I'm not going to sit around and let someone taint the great Nurmagomedov's name. Nurmagomedov! Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. Right? Hi is the man. Khabib doesn't even know you. What's up, Shimura? Right? See, Red gets it. Thank you, Reza. Come on, don't be afraid. Okay, if you're saying don't be afraid for the money you're offering me, you've already not listed what the logistics are, requirements to receive such payments. So you're sounding sketchy as fuck. But SciCat needs it. Pay it forward to SciCat. How about that? Double it, pay it forward. Double it, give it to the next guy, and the next guy's SciCat. How about that? Yeah, I don't know what this person's asking me to do, so all I can say is it sounds a bit sketchy. I'll consume a paperclip for 500. See, SciCat gets it. He's ready for action. Let's go, SciCat. None of your damn business. BMW, how about this? Post a video on your channel and we'll talk. Okay? Let's talk. Show yourself. Right now, you're on a troll channel, so there's really no point in conversing with you. You never gave a condition, so I don't agree to shit. Yeah, all I know is that you owe SciCat $500 because you already ate that paperclip. So you two got some business thing to deal with. So good luck with that. SciCat's coming for his money. Paperclip consumed. Mishra, you owe SciCat $500, so you better pay up, Mr. Moneybags over here. BMW, I'm on your channel. You still don't have a video posted, so post anything. Do that, we'll talk. Yummy, 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 yummy. All right. So we just got SciCat $500. This seems like it was a successful stream. Alone. Again, I'm going to take a hard pass on that, but I'm going to say SciCat is owed $500 from you. So how about you send your address and we'll send you a bill. Okay? Get on that. We'll talk. All right, everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.